everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Bobbie, and I'm a yoga teacher here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And right now I am at Crooks Chiropractic in Milwaukee to teach my yin and yang yoga class for social justice is the theme for this week. So all my classes this week are inspired by inspiring Black people. They're inspired by the protests that are happening right now that are very important, hopefully we'll see a change in this world, in this system after these protests. So that being said, all the donations that I get from any of my classes this week are going to be donated to the Movement Fund, which is one of the funds here in Milwaukee that have been used to go to the protests happening here. Otherwise, I will also be getting supplies for the protests. So today's class, you will need lots of props, just as many props as you have at your house. So I'm going to recommend 2 blocks. If you don't have 2 blocks, you can use 2 books about this size. If you don't have that, that's totally fine, but you should try to get at least a couple pillows and a couple blankets. Or if you have a bolster work too, in place of pillows. So yeah, we're going to get started in child's pose. So you're going to have the big toes touching behind you. Knees can be wide or together, whatever feels best for you. And you're going to begin to reach the arms out long in front of you, hips reach back towards the heels, forehead reaches towards the earth. If you're having a hard time getting the forehead to touch the earth, you can take one of the fancy props that I told you to get, whatever you're using at home, maybe a bolster, blanket, pillows, blocks, whatever you need, just so you can connect that third eye space to something on the ground, so you can connect it to the earth. So get yourself situated in your child's pose, whatever props you may be using, or none at all. And begin to notice and observe the breath. Not changing it quite yet, just observing. Are your breaths short and jagged, deep and even? And don't make any attachments or judgments about it, just notice. Then begin to slowly deepen the breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Maybe taking an ujjayi breath if that is in your practice, constricting the back of the throat, making a ha sound with the lips closed. If that's not in your practice, don't worry about it. Just take deep, even breaths and really bring all of your focus and awareness to your breath. Let go of anything that happened before you came to your mat today, and let go of anything that might happen after. Just be completely present in this moment on your mat. So today's class, we're going to be working with the yin portion of today's class is going to be working with the heart and small intestine meridian. And then the vinyasa portion, we'll be doing a lot of heart openers because I really want to emphasize being able to give love and able to receive love in order to receive love. So the heart and small intestines meridian in yin is associated with the element of fire. Its function is blood circulation and mental functions. Its emotions that it's associated with are happiness and love. So even during this crazy time, which a lot of people are probably going through a lot of emotions right now. And in order to be happy, you need to be able to make yourself happy. And in order for you to be able to hold space or take care of anyone else to help them become happy. And the signs of disharmony for this meridian are feelings of sadness, desperation, or depression. So, yeah, again, don't remember what I was saying. Sorry, I'm really tired today, but we're going to get nice and energized because we're doing lots of heart openers. All right, I have a quote that I wanted to read from Malcolm X. There is no better than adversity. Every defeat, every heartbreak, every loss contains its own seed, its own lesson on how to improve your performance the next time. So I chose this quote because although a lot of bad things had to happen, people died at the hands of police in order for this movement, this revolution that's happening right now to happen. So sometimes bad things happen, but you can make good out of that. So that's what everyone is trying to do here. We're trying to see a change in this justice system so that it's actually equal and fair and not oppressing people or harming people, killing people. So although a lot of people had to die for this movement to happen, we're gonna make this movement happen. We're gonna change the world. We're gonna keep fighting and turn this messed up, corrupt system into something much better. It may take some time, but it is happening. It's happening now. All right. Take a few more deep breaths here in your child's pose. Really feeling connected to the earth. Maybe if you have some props underneath you, your heart space feels connected to the earth. And you're able to send your love into the earth so that you can receive the love that the earth is giving back to you. Then when you're ready, you're just gonna lift up slightly. Take your left arm and thread it underneath the right, coming onto your left side of the face and left shoulder. Do a little twist. Keep reaching your hips back towards your heels. But then start to relax your muscles. Make sure you're not over-exerting yourself or under-exerting yourself. You want to find that perfect balance between effort and ease so that you feel the stretch, but it's not painful, and it's not, you don't feel nothing out of it. You can keep this right arm lengthened out long in front of you, or maybe wrap it behind your low back. Also, if you're having a hard time reaching the earth in this position, remember you can always place props underneath you. Let the belly relax, let the face relax, and let the eyes close. Find stillness. Find quietness. On your next inhale, just replace this right hand back in front of your face if it's not there already. And use that hand to help push yourself up. And we'll just switch sides. So once again, you can walk the hands out slightly. Take the right arm, thread it underneath the left. Come onto the left side of your face, the left shoulder. Maybe lengthen this left arm out long in front of you. Or maybe wrap it behind the low back. Remember to find your edge. You can still feel the stretch. Reach those hips back towards the heels. And let everything relax as much as possible, using only the muscles that you need to keep you in this position. Really notice where you can let go of any muscle tension. Face, your jaw, the eyes, the belly, even the arms and the legs. From here, bring that left hand back in front of the face if it's not there already. Use the left palm to gently press yourself back up through center. And then make your way to sit up onto your heels for just a moment. Bring your knees together if they were out wide. Bring your hips off to one side so that you're able to reach your legs out in front of you. But we're going to bring one leg out to the right, your right leg out to your right, and the left foot in towards your inner right thigh. From here, and if you'd like to do this the long way so you have padding underneath the feet, go right ahead. Make sure you have props nearby. I would recommend whatever props you have. If you have blocks, it's a good thing to have those back. So we're going to start by reaching this right arm out to the right as far as you can, resting it down on the earth if you can. If you can't rest it on the earth, you can place some props underneath the elbow so it'll be more comfortable for you, so you're able to actually sink deep into the pose. So you really want to spin the heart open, and then you're going to take this left arm, place it behind the head. Try to spin your heart open, but at the same time, try to relax into the earth. Try to keep that left sit bone grounded. This right leg doesn't have to be completely straight. You can have as much of a bend in the knee as you need. Maybe even place like a pillow or blanket rolled up underneath the knee joint. Try to let the eyes close. Let the face relax. Let this foot relax. So normally in a hands to the floor, half leg back. You have your leg nice and engaged and foot flexed. Just let that foot relax. Send your breath into the left side body. If this is too much to have this left arm lifted, you can just lower it and place it anywhere that feels comfortable. But otherwise, keep it lifted. Just a few more deep breaths here. Find stillness. Next inhale, slowly rise back up through center. Release the left arm down. And then we'll switch sides. I forgot to mention also, if you'd like, you could place some props underneath the sit bones if you'd like to help you sit up a little taller. Reach the left leg out to the left, right, bend the right knee, bring the right foot in towards the left inner thigh. Relax the legs, and then reach the left arm down and out to the left as far as you can. Try, if you're having a hard time reaching the elbow towards the earth, place some props underneath it. Then reach that right arm up overhead, bring the right hand to the back of the head, spin the heart open. Try to relax the belly. Relax the face. Bring your focus and awareness to the breath. Use the breath to help you release tension. That'll help you sink deeper into the pose. So also try not to pull yourself down. Just let gravity do the work. Gravity and the breath. Gently and slowly lift yourself back up through center. And then from here, we're going to make our way to hands and knees. Make sure your props are off to the side somewhere but accessible for you. So starting from hands and knees, we're going to make our way to the pose. And again, it's called quarter dog, so it's kind of like puppy pose or heart melting pose, but a little different. So you're gonna start by reaching your arms out long in front of you, chest towards the earth, and then bring the forehead towards the earth. Keep your hips right above your knees. Then you're gonna take the right arm and bring it to the upper, right above the elbow crease on your left arm, making like a little square shape above your head. If this is too intense for you, you can place props underneath the forehead and underneath the chest to give you a little bit more height. This is too just uncomfortable for you. Make sure you find the place, your edge, that perfect spot between effort and ease. So you're not in pain. You should never be in pain, but you should feel sensation. You should feel a stretch. We'll be here for about 3 minutes, so really get settled in and find stillness. Hold an inhale. Reach that right arm out long in front of you so you can start to walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. And then we'll switch sides. So you're going to walk the hands out in front of you once again. Keep the right arm lengthened and then bend the left elbow. Grab onto the right arm either below the elbow crease or above the elbow crease. Reach the heart towards the earth. Maybe place some props underneath the upper body, like a pillow or a couple blankets or bolsters, just like this. So you can find the best version of this pose for you, for your body. Remember to always listen to your body. Come back to the breath. Use your exhales to help you release tension. It will allow you to sink deeper into the pose. Slowly release this left arm out in front of you so you can walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Then from here, make sure you have a pillow or a couple pillows or a bolster. This is a bolster. And you can just place it, I guess, just out in front of you, and then move the other props off to the sides, but keep them nearby in case you decide to use them. And then you're gonna lay on top of the bolster or pillows or pillow, whatever you're using, and it should be, I'm actually gonna add a little bit of height. I think I'm gonna put a block underneath my bolster to add a little bit of height to mine, but you can have it as high as you'd like, and just bring it underneath like the middle back. You can have the soles of the feet planted on the earth just like this. Then you're gonna bring the arms above the head and clasp opposite elbows. You can adjust yourself as needed. If you'd like to deepen the stretch, you can lengthen the legs out long in front of you. Actually, I think we're gonna probably put it closer towards the sacrum, I would say, rather than the upper middle back. Yeah. You can have either of the legs bent, soles of the feet on the earth, or legs out long in front of you. Just let those legs relax completely. Should we even bring it further, so it's under the sacrum, more support. There we go. Let the eyes close and the face relax. Bring your focus and awareness back to the breath. If you lengthen the legs out in front of you, bring the soles of the feet back onto the earth, and just carefully roll over onto one side so that you're able to remove your props and then lie back on your back. From here, you're going to walk both legs to the right and then the upper body to the right. Try to keep those hips grounded and keep the shoulders grounded. Then bring your arms up overhead and maybe clasp opposite elbows. Maybe you cross your left ankle over the right. Just remember to keep those hips grounded, keep the shoulders grounded. Send your breath into the left side. Banana-asana. On an inhale, move yourself through center. Walk both feet over to the left side. Move your shoulder blades over to the left side and keep those hips grounded. Keep the shoulders grounded. Reach the arms overhead. Clasp opposite elbows. Try to do the other one, the different side than you did before. Maybe you cross this right ankle over the left. Just remember to keep those hips grounded. Keep the shoulders grounded. Maybe look over the right shoulder if that feels okay on your neck. And then find stillness. Connect with your breath. And use that breath to help you release tension. On an inhale, move yourself through center. And cross the legs if you haven't crossed. And then hug the knees into the chest. Start to rock a little bit from side to side. We are done with the yin portion of our class. We'll move on to the yang portion of our vinyasa flow. So start by rocking up and down the spine. A few times, really massage that spine out. And make your way to hands and knees facing the top edge of your mat. Remove your props off to the side, but somewhere so that you can still access them if you need to. Bring your hands right underneath the shoulders, knees right underneath the hips. Spread those fingertips nice and wide. On an inhale, lift the heart, lift the gaze, lift the hips. Let that belly sink towards the earth. Exhale, start to ground the spine down towards your thighs. Move with your breath. Inhale to find extension of the spine and cow pose. And as you exhale, really round that spine up towards the sky. Pull your belly button in, empty out the lungs. Inhale to extend. Exhale to ground. Use your breath to guide you through these movements. On your next inhale, come to a neutral tabletop position. Then from here, we're going to take puppy pose. So keep your hips right above the knees, but start to walk the arms out in front of you. Reach the heart towards the earth. Maybe the forehead comes to the earth. Or maybe you place a prop underneath your forehead and heart. Maybe even the chin comes to the earth. Bring a slight engagement to the abdomen to protect the low spine. Keep rolling your shoulder blades down the back and away from the ears. So don't hike your shoulders up towards the ears. Anahasana, heart melting. Shine your heart through towards the earth. Give love in order to receive. Walk the hands back underneath the shoulders, coming back to your tabletop position. On an inhale, you're going to reach the right leg out behind you. Then from here, as you exhale, curl your knee in towards your nose. Really round the spine like you're in cat pose. Inhale, extend that right leg back. Exhale, curl it in towards. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl. Warming up the core. Inhale to extend. This time as you exhale, bring your right knee towards your right tricep as far as you can. Inhale, reach it back behind you. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Squeeze your belly in. Inhale, extend. Reach it back behind you. One last time on this side. Right knee to right tricep. Inhale, extend it back behind you. Down your next exhale, you can keep this right leg. We're almost done with it. Exhale, curl that right knee towards your left elbow, cross it underneath. Round the spine like cat. Inhale, extend. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale to extend. Last one on this side. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale, extend it back, and then exhale, lower it back down. Keep that right leg extended, bend the right knee, press that right foot up towards the sky. Inhale the left arm out in front of you. You can stay right here, or maybe you reach back for your foot or ankle with your left hand. Kick that foot into your hand, lift the heart, lift the gaze, tiger pose. Exhale, carefully release. Inhale the left arm out towards the sky. Exhale, thread it under. Come onto your left shoulder, left side of the face. This right hand can stay right in front of the face. Reach out long in front of you or wrap behind the low back. Really spin the heart open. Replace that right hand in front of the face if it's not there already. Press into the right palm tip. Inhale, lift the left arm out towards the sky. Exhale, lower. Inhale, extend the left toes back behind you, about hip height. Toes point down toward the ground so hips are nice and square. Pull that belly button in, press into the palms. Take an inhale. As you exhale, curl your knee towards your nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl. Inhale, extend. Now this time bring left knee towards the left tricep. All the way to the left, and squeeze it in. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, squeeze it in towards the left tricep. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, squeeze it in one last time to the left tricep. Inhale, extend it back. Now exhale, cross it under. Left knee towards your right elbow. Round the spine. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, cross it under. One last time, inhale, extend it back. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale, extend that left leg back. Bend the left knee. Really press that sole of the foot up towards the sky. Inhale the right arm out long in front of you. Either stay right here or reach back for your foot or ankle with your right hand. Inhale, lift the heart. Kick that foot into the hand. Exhale, release everything back down. Inhale the right arm up toward the sky. Exhale, thread that right arm underneath the left. Come onto the right shoulder, right side of the face. This left hand can either stay here, reach out long in front of you, or wrap behind the low back. Replace the left hand back in front of the face if it's not there already. Press into the left palm. Inhale the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, lower it back down. Walk the hands about a handprint in front of where they were. Tuck the toes underneath and lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Start to pedal through the feet. Sway the hips from side to side. And then work into your first downward facing dog class. And then find stillness for just a moment. Reach those hips up, really press into those palms. At the same time, try to roll those shoulder blades down the back so your shoulders aren't hiking up towards the ears. If you feel like your spine is rounding forward like this, you can bring a deep bend in the knees in order to find that nice long spine that we want to achieve in this pose. Then from here, inhale, roll shoulders over wrists. Make your way into your plank pose. Reach the heels back, reach the crown of the head forward. Lengthen the tailbone back. Press into the palms to lift that back heart space up to the sky. Your gaze should be slightly in front of you on the ground. You can always have the knees lowered if you need. Just warming up the core a little bit more, since the fire element is the element that is associated with the heart and small intestines meridian. So we want to get nice and warm. All right, on an inhale, reach your forehead forward, come up really far on the toes, and then as you exhale, squeeze the elbows in towards your sides. Really squeeze them and lower all the way onto the belly. Bring the arms out wide, elbows point up towards the ceiling, and spider your fingertips. So just come onto the fingertips, like your hands are little spiders. On an inhale, press into the tops of the feet, lift the heart, coming this wide armed cobra. As you exhale, dip your left shoulder down, look over your right. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, dip the right shoulder down, look over the left. Inhale through center. Do that 2 more times on each side. Exhale, look over the right shoulder, dip the left shoulder. Inhale, come up. Exhale, switch. Inhale, come up. Exhale, left shoulder down, look over the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, right shoulder down, over the left. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, lower everything down. Bring your hands back to the low ribs. Really squeeze those elbows in. Tuck the toes. You can either move through child's pose to your downward facing dog, or really squeeze everything in. Inhale through plank. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a moment here to notice if this down dog feels even a little bit different than the first. Maybe it should feel a little better. Bend and look forward and start to walk the feet to the top of the mat. Bring the feet right underneath the hips. Let the body hang over the legs. You can have as much of a bend in the knees as you need. Maybe clasp opposite elbows. Maybe sway a little bit from side to side. From here, if you've clasped opposite elbows, release the hands down. Bring a deep bend to the knees and slowly start to roll up one vertebra at a time. Shoulder blades roll down the back, palms spin open, and the head lifts up last. You're going to bring even weight distribution through all 4 corners of each foot. And then you can keep the feet hips width distance or bring the toes together, whatever feels best for you. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale, define length. As you exhale, start to side bend over to your right. Inhale, really spin that heart open. Send your breath into the left side body. Inhale through center. Exhale, switch your grip. Left hand grabs right wrist. Inhale to find length. Exhale, side bend to the left. Spin the heart open towards the sky. Maybe look up toward the sky. Press evenly into both feet. Breathe into the right side body. Inhale, come back through center. As you exhale, lift that heart space up. Cactus the arms, baby back bend. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands from your hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Find length in your spine. Exhale, fold and plant the palms. Step back to plank on an inhale. As you exhale, lower chaturanga. Keep those elbows squeezed in. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Take a moment here to really work into this up dog or cobra. And then on your next exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the right leg up towards the sky. Bend the right knee, open up the hip, stack right hip on top of left. But try to square the shoulders off towards the ground. Maybe do a couple leg circles here in both directions. Then straighten that right leg, square off your hips, take an inhale. As you exhale, curl your knee towards your nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring right knee up towards your right tricep. Inhale, extend. Exhale, cross it under, right knee towards left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, step that right foot through in between the hands. Lower the back knee. Make sure this right knee is right above your right ankle and it's not coming forward like this. If it is coming forward, no big deal. Just take your hand to help you step the foot up further, taking a wider stance. Inhale to lift the heart. You can have blocks underneath the hands if you need. As you exhale, shift the hips back, fold over your right leg. Inhale to bend the front knee, lift the heart. Exhale, shift the hips back, fold. One last time. Inhale, lift the heart, bend through the front knee. Exhale, shift the hips back and fold this time. Stretching out those right hamstrings. If you're marching in the protests this week, they're probably a little tight. So you really need to take that time to stretch them out. On an inhale, bend through that front knee. Keep the left palm planted. Inhale the right arm towards the sky. You can either stay right here, maybe bend that back knee, reach back for your foot or ankle with your right hand for a bonus quad stretch. My favorite. Carefully release the back foot if you have it, and bring both hands to frame the front foot. Really ground through your right foot, the back leg, and then inhale the arms up overhead. From here, take a hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale, find length. Exhale, side bend to the right. Spin the heart open towards the sky. Inhale through center. Grab opposite wrist, left hand, grab right wrist. Inhale, find length. Exhale, side bend to the left. Spin the heart open. Inhale through center. Exhale, practice the arms, lift the heart, baby back bend. Try not to really dump into your hips. Keep an engagement, so squeeze the legs towards one another. Engage the abdomen to lengthen the tailbone down. Exhale, bring both hands to frame the front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, spin the back heel down, so it's about a 45-degree angle. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead to warrior one. Keep squaring off the hips, so pull the right hip back, left hip forward. From here, interlace the hands behind your low back. Take note of which thumb is on top, just noticing. Try to remember. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, fold to the inside of your front leg. Reach those arms up overhead. Humble warrior. Keep pulling that right hip back, left hip forward. Inhale, use your hands to guide you up to stand. Release the interlace. Bring the hands over your head for just a moment. Exhale, hands to frame the front foot. Lift the back heel. We'll bring hands to heart. And then lift off that back foot. Just bring it about hip height. Toes point down. Warrior three. Maybe the arms reach out in front of you. And as you exhale, continue to fold. Lift that left leg up as high as you can. Standing splits. Exhale, bring that left foot to meet the right, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length in your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. And we'll do that all on the other side. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. This time grab left hand, grab right wrist. Inhale, find length. Exhale, side bend to the left. Spin the heart open. Inhale through center. Switch your grip. Right hand grabs left wrist. Inhale to find length. Exhale, side bend to the left. To the right, sorry. Breathe into the left side body. Inhale through center. Exhale, baby back bend from the upper back. Cactus the arms. Inhale, arms reach up through center. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length in your spine. Exhale, plant the palms. Either step, maybe lightly hop back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up behind you. Stack left hip on top of right. Bend your head, open your hip. Maybe do a couple leg circles in both directions. Then straighten that back leg, square off your hips. Take an inhale. Exhale, curl your knee into your nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, extend. Exhale, cross it under left knee, right tricep. Inhale, extend. Exhale, step that left foot through in between the hands. Lower the back knee, untuck the toes, or keep them tucked under. Whatever feels best for you. Make sure your left knee is right above your left ankle. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, shift the hips back, fold over your left. Inhale, bend the front knee, lift the heart. Exhale, shift the hips back and fold. One last time, inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, shift the hips back and fold and hold this time. Send your breath into the back of that left leg. Give it some love, especially if you've been marching this week. Inhale to bend through that front knee. Keep the right hand planted. Inhale the left arm up towards the sky. Either stay right here or bend the back knee, reach back to your foot or ankle for that bonus quad stretch. Wherever you're at, let's spin the heart open, roll the shoulder blades down, back. Carefully release that back foot if you had it. Bring both hands to frame the front foot for a moment. Really ground that left foot. Squeeze your inner thighs towards one another. Inhale, lift the torso up, arms up overhead, palms face one another. So really try not to just dump into the hips here. Find that engagement between the thighs. We'll squeeze the thighs towards one another. Engage the abdomen to lengthen the tailbone down. Anjaneyasana. From here, grab your right wrist with your left hand. Inhale, find length. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale through center. Right hand grabs left wrist. Inhale, find length. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, baby back bend. Cactus the arms. Keep that engagement in the low abdomen to protect the low spine. Inhale through center. Exhale, bring hands to frame the front foot. Tuck the back toes. Round through the back heel so your foot's at about a 45-degree angle. Inhale, lift the heart up, lift the torso up in the arms. Keep squaring off the hips. Pull left hip back, right forward. Reach through that back heel. Interlace the hands behind the low back. Try to do the opposite thumb on top this time. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold to the inside of that front leg. Keep squaring off those hips. Reach those hands up above. Inhale. Come back up to stand in. Release the hands. Lift up the back heel. Bring the hands to heart center. Kick off that back foot. Find something in front of you that's not moving to focus on warrior three. Maybe reach the arms out. And then fold. Lift that right leg up as high as you can. Fold over the left standing splits. Exhale, bring both feet to meet and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms either step, maybe lightly hop back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring the knees to the mat. Big toes touch. Knees can either come out wide or together. Reach the hips back towards the heels, forehead towards the earth. The arms can stay out, lengthen that arm in front of you. Maybe bring them down by the feet, down by the sides to give the shoulders a break. I'm going to end up going a little bit over here. So if you don't have the time, that's totally fine. But try to stay with me. I'm sorry, I have a hard time staying within 1 hour. On an inhale, come up to sit on the heels. And we're going to do a little toe stretch. I did it in my last class too. It's really good, especially if you've been marching all week. It's good if you work at a job that you're standing at all day, or if you wear heels all day. It's just really good stretch to do for your feet. It can be kind of intense, so take breaks if you need, but just try to work through it. Use your breath to help you focus, to not focus on the intensity of the pose. So you're going to be sitting on your knees, tuck the toes under, and then you're going to sit back onto your heels with the toes tucked under. Try to make sure you might need to take your pinky toes and pull them out a little more. Make sure each toe is getting a stretch. Sit up nice and tall. And come back to your breath. And we'll do a little bit of shoulder openers while we do this to kind of distract us from our feet. So you're going to bring the arms out in front of you. Cross right elbow over the left. Bend at the elbow creases. Either bring the backs of the hands to touch or wrap your forearms once more so that the palms touch. Lift your elbows as high as the shoulders. At the same time, roll those shoulder blades down the back so your shoulders are hiking up towards your ears. Maybe you slightly press those pinky tips forward. Breathe. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Try not to arch the back too much. Really keep everything nice and engaged. Exhale to release the arms, and we'll switch sides. Bring both arms out in front of you. Left arm crosses over right, this time at the elbow creases. Bend the elbows, either back to the hands to touch, or wrap once more so the palms touch. Inhale, lift the elbows as high as the shoulders. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Press those pinkies forward slightly. Eagle arms. Almost there. If you do this toe stretch a lot, I used to hate it, but I've actually grown pretty used to it, and I like it a lot now. So if you do this toe stretch a lot, it'll be really good for your feet, and you will enjoy it more in the future. All right, release the arms. Bring the hands out in front of you. Untuck the toes, and give them a little pat on the ground. And then make your way to lie on your backs. We're just going to do one back bend. So I'll give you 3 options. If you're not really feeling, we did a decent amount of heart and shoulder openers, so you might be ready for a more intense back bend. That was a little whistle when it said shoulders. Okay, anyways, if you're taking a restorative version, you can take a block, bolster, blankets, pillows, and place it underneath the sacrum on any height you'd like, and you'll just stay here. The second option is that pose without a prop. So the soles of the feet stay grounded, maybe brush the backs of the heels with the fingertips. Press into the soles of the feet on an inhale, lift the hips up towards the sky. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath, maybe interlace the hands. Now I'm just demonstrating right now so you don't have to follow along. And then the third option is full wheel. So you'll start basically in the same position as you do as a bridge, except bring the hands up overhead, palms on the ground by the ears, fingertips point towards the shoulders. Squeeze those elbows up towards the sky. Then first two comes to the top of the head, and then press all the way up. Press up the feet. And that's your wheel. Alright, so let's all take our one back bend of your choice. We'll move into it together. On an inhale, get ready. Or on an inhale, everyone lift the hips into whichever back bend you choose. Press into the soles of the feet. Make sure to squeeze the knees towards one another so they're not splitting out to the sides. Breathe as deep as you can, even though it's constricting. Exhale, lower everything down. If you're in your bridge pose, start from the upper back, lower, middle back, lower back. The tailbone comes down last. Bring the feet wide, let the knees fall in towards one another. Then from here, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. We're going to come into a figure four stretch. You can stay right here, pressing that right leg out. Or maybe you bring the legs in and thread your right arm through. Interlace the hands either behind the left thigh or in the front of the left shin. Lengthen the tailbone towards the earth. Keep flexing these right toes to protect your knee and ankle joints. You can even use this right elbow to gently nudge your right leg out a little more for a deeper stretch. From here, keep this shape with your legs, but bring your arms up to a T. Take an inhale. As you exhale, let the legs gently fall over to the left side. Keep that right shoulder grounded. Maybe look over the right shoulder if it feels okay on your neck. You can use this left hand either ground onto the right foot or press this right leg out slightly. Send your breath deep into the belly. Inhale to come back through center, and we'll switch sides. Soles of the feet come back onto the earth. Left ankle crosses over right thigh. Flex through those left toes. You can stay right here, or maybe bring the legs in towards you. Thread the left arm through and interlace the hands behind the right thigh or in front of the left shin. Keep flexing through those left toes. Lengthen the tailbone down. Maybe you use your left elbow to gently press the left knee away from you. Send your breath into the left outer hip. Just wanted to get a little bit of a hip opening in to help stretch out those hips if you've been marching all week. Keep the legs in this figure four position, but bring the arms out to a T. Take an inhale. Exhale, gently let the legs fall over to the right side. Keep the left shoulder grounded. This right hand can either come to the right foot or press that left leg out. Maybe you look over the left shoulder if that feels okay on your neck. Otherwise, look straight up towards the sky. Send your breath deep into the belly. Inhale through center and give yourself one last big squeeze. Hug your knees towards your forehead. Take an inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Let everything go. Let the legs lengthen out long in front of you. Arms down by the sides. Snuggle those shoulder blades underneath the back. Tuck the chin slightly so the back of the neck is long. And relax every muscle in your body. Relax the face. Let the eyes close. Relax the jaw, the neck, the shoulders, the arms, the hands, the belly, the hips, the legs, the feet, the Slowly let the breath return to its normal, natural state, letting go of any breath control. Shavasana. Unfortunately, we can't take a long Shavasana because we're running out of time. But if you have the time and you'd like to stay in Shavasana longer, please do. Otherwise, if you're ready to come out, start by deepening the breath. Bring small movements to the fingers and toes. Circle the ankles and wrists. Rock the head from side to side. And reach the arms up overhead, the legs up long in front of you for a nice morning stretch. Hug the knees into the chest and carefully roll over onto one side. Rest here for a moment. And then whenever you're ready, try to keep the eyes closed or a soft gaze. Make your way into a comfortable cross-legged seat at the top of your mat. Sit up nice and tall, taller than you have all day. On an inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms touch at the top. Exhale through the mouth, hands to heart center. Bow the chin towards the heart. Take a moment to thank yourself for carving this time out of your day to practice yoga, to do something good for your body and the mind. Allowing yourself to make space for yourself in order for you to make space and take care of other people. I thank you for joining me for class today. And then I'm going to end today's class with a quote from Rihanna that I think it really fits with what I'm trying to preach here, what I'm trying to get everyone motivated to help fight for justice. I always believed that when you follow your heart or your gut, when you really follow the things that feel great to you, you can never lose, because settling is the worst feeling in the world. I just think that's a good quote, because we need to keep fighting and not just settle for what they want to do, not police reform. Defund the police. All right. Bring the thumb knuckles up to the third eye space. Namaste. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. I hope you had a good class, and I hope you're ready to keep fighting the good fight. Remember to follow Crux on Instagram and Facebook. Please do what you can to help support the Black Lives Matter movement, because it's very important that this country stops oppressing people and actually is equal for everyone, no matter who you are or what you look like. Please join me for my Saturday class this week at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, Energizing Vinyasa. If you can donate, please do. If you can't, it's okay. But I'm just letting you know that I'm donating all the money from this week's classes, and probably next week at least, probably until something happens, some change happens. I'm donating all the proceeds to the movement fund this week here in Milwaukee to help support the movement here, or I will be using it towards getting supplies for the marches. So thank you once again. Have a good night.